So what changed? They were up 15-7. You guys went on a 17-4 run, closed out the half 30-11. What changed during that part of
We
the
started
game?
to play. We started to be more aggressive on the defensive end. We started getting stops without fouling. We started rebounding the basketball. That allowed us to get out in transition. We started running. We started not settling for outside jump shots. We started attacking the basket. We started to establish Armando. We started to move the ball, find the open man without hesitation. The ball didn't stick. It was either shot, passed, or driven. And our bench was great. You know, guys that came off the bench just gave us a spark. DeMarco, Dontrez, Jalen, all those guys came off the bench and were really big for us.
Was it a matter of elevating energy? Because they were aggressive attacking right away. It was just a matter of you guys having to elevate and then performance came with it?
Yeah, I don't know why we started off slow. I don't know. But the thing that I'm happy about is how we responded. We didn't start the way that we wanted to, but for the rest of the game, I thought we played really well. And I'm really, really proud of them. It's very difficult to win on the road, and it's very difficult to win on the road in the ACC. And Louisville is a very good and talented basketball team, and their record doesn't show that, but they're extremely well coached, and they're a very talented team that can beat anybody on any given night.
Hubert, how close were you trying to watch Armando in the first half, given the injury and everything, or is he just to a point in his basketball career where if he tells you I'm good to go out there, he's just fine to go out there? I mean, were you trying to monitor him closer than you normally would?
Yeah, I was. You know, guys, I didn't think he was going to play. I mean, he didn't practice the last 2 days. So we had off on Wednesday, practice Thursday and Friday. He didn't practice. He didn't do dummy offense, nothing. We didn't have shoot around because the game's at 2 o'clock, and you know, after every practice, he kept saying, "Coach, I'm progressing pretty well." And I said, "Okay." Well, I said, "That's great," but I said, "Look, I'm never going to put you or any one of the players in a position where you can get injured." And I said, "You know, just keep working out." And, you know, as I told everybody before, absent of Armando, we got enough in our bag to win any game. And this morning at breakfast, he said, "You know, I think I'm going to give it a chance to go." And I said, "Well, let's just go and warm up first, and let's just confirm." And then he came in. He says, "I'm ready to go." And so it's kind of difficult in terms of monitoring. You know, you don't want to play him a lot of minutes, but if you take him out and he sits, then he gets cold.
Right.
And so I'm just.
You played him the first 15.
Exactly.
Just let him go.
And I would have taken him out earlier, but I didn't know how to. I wanted to keep him warm.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep him safe, and I wanted to play him because he's really good. Yeah. And so just trying to think about that throughout the entire game. That's something that I was thinking about nonstop.
He must have been a good night's sleep. Because he said he didn't know last night. Last night he thought he wouldn't, but this morning, like he did, he told you.
He did, yeah. And my preparation was that him and Pete weren't playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I had everything lined up in terms of what directions we needed to go, from the standpoint of putting Leaky at the 5 and going small. I mean, we worked on that, and so. But that's who Armando is. He's about this team and about this program, and even though he's not 100%, we don't win this game without him, and he's just fantastic.
Hubert, what did it say about the growth of this team? Louisville, I think, scored the first 5 of the second half of the 6-point game, and then you guys were able to, you know, extend the lead and essentially put it away.
I think that's the growth that I really liked. You know, I think it was an 11-point game at halftime. We've been in positions before to extend the lead and put the game out of reach, and I just can't remember a time, maybe with the exception of Georgia Tech, where we extended the lead and we kept it. And this is the first time that, you know, we continue to play harder and build our lead throughout the second half, and so that is growth. That's something that we hadn't done in the past, and my hope is it's something that we can continue to do in the future.
You're getting a lot of production from the quote-unquote other guys here of late. You're able to manage with Caleb's shooting struggles, guys like Puff today and DeMarco a couple times here in the last week. How much of a boost is it when those guys come in and they're not able just to give you minutes, but productive minutes on both ends of the floor, especially with DeMarco, with what I did with Ellis for a while today?
I do. It's great. I talk to these guys a lot about being ready. And I told them that coming off the bench and being ready to play 25 minutes or 10 minutes, like that's hard. I've been there before. But being a starter like Armando and playing 30-something minutes, that's also hard as well. There's no way getting around it. It's hard, it's difficult. And that's your job, and that's your responsibilities to be ready. And I think it shows a lot about their preparation and the way that they have practiced that allowed them to play the way that they played today. And so I was really proud of them. That just really helps us to have that type of bench and that consistency off the bench on both ends of the floor that allow us to be even a deeper team.
What kind of confidence is DeMarco playing with on both ends? Because as AJ mentioned, I thought he was good on Ellis.
He was good.
Yeah, and then
He
he's
was good.
shooting confidently too, it seems like.
He was good.
Crashing.
He was good. The one thing that I get on him about is to keep it in gear 5. Get it to gear 5. And keep it in gear 5. I think he's so talented. I think sometimes it's not that he puts it in cruise control, but when he puts it in gear 5 and he plays defense and from an offensive standpoint does it with pace, I already think he's really good, but I think he's special. And today he played with pace on both ends of the floor. Like Ellis, he was on track to have a huge night. And he comes in there and not only did he score, he didn't put him on the free throw line, and then on the offensive end he tapped the offensive glass, got second chance opportunities, knocked down big threes. I mean, he was good, really good.
Anybody else? Okay, thank you.
Great stuff.